This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams, and these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Sooners kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Coming out with it, it's Parker. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive. Did a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But, David, now you've got to go out and prove it. I know this team has been very hungry and very excited.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing St. Clair, looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe some room here. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
1st down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. They'll run it. It's Robinson. Spins away from the defender. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back, and he'll be brought down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough or you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Throwing, say it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Quarterback keep, and he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter.
Return! Here we go, ready! Flight 29, booster!
Might be changing the route. Here's Julian saying to throw. Intercepted! Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Sooners!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points.
Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making checks.
Western. Let it go.
Zayn. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. On the option. The pitch. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Mateer. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The run inside. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Makes it past the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
He might want another play. Say it. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open. Dump it to him. Let him do the rest.
There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Sweet. Down. You ready? Right, 29. Bubba. Left good. Slash. Hey. Ready, go.
Here's Sayin to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin working the big fella to the corner. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Throwing, say it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I know this offense came out here. Second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here. Let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Complete on the left to Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. Can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
To throw, it's Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Handoff to Xavier. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Working the middle, it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Julian with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Glover. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport that this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Zayn. Under fire. He's got it down the middle. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Ready. One, go.
Running inside, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
Ready. Sweep. Go.
Say it. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20.
Ready. Why did he go?
Trying to run, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've stalled out a bit in the red zone. Just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips. Now to get it in on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Just drives it between the uprights. They have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And what a return as he takes it back
guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Here we go. Ready. Bubba, Bubba. Square, square, square. Freeze, freeze. Right. Ready, go.
Here's Sayin to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Level, go. Ready, rock, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle. And
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.